Okay, I want to share why this content context audit has been such a game changer for me, because what I was finding is that I was getting to a place of burnout. So I made this diagram. What I was doing was I had this perception of myself and I had this projected ideal version of myself, and there's this gap here. So what I thought I was doing was in this process of expanding. But expand in the sense of doing, like I needed to do more in order to become this projected ideal version of myself. So I'm gonna call it point A to point B. As I was chasing my point B, as I was chasing this destination, that's where I was experiencing the burnout. Or here's the crazier thing is, you reach that point that you want to get and you find you're dissatisfied or out of alignment. Because here's the thing, we want to expand because we know here that we are limitless beings, but in the accomplishing, we still don't actually get the sense of this true nature of who we are as limitless beings. And it's because we're still stuck in focusing on the content, when in reality, this has no bound, and it's the context of this whole place, it's the state of being behind the doing. So if we don't ever get clear on this point A, where it is, and get the true sense of ourself, and we lose ourselves in the doing, we miss out on this sense that comes from the state of being. So that's the whole point of me bringing in this content context audit, because as we look at the content, we see we're missing our goals, we're falling short, or we're reaching them and we're still burnt out and we don't feel satisfied like that's where we're supposed to be. And I'm saying this because this is what I was finding. We have the chance to peer into, where is this coming from, the context of all of this work. And we begin to get a sense of our true self. And when we get a taste of that, it's so deeply satisfying. It's beyond perfection that no external pursuit could ever give it to us. And then we find that we're no longer seeking for something that isn't going to be found outside of ourselves, because what we've really been seeking is that greatness and knowledge of that greatness that's within us. Nothing will ever replace that. So when we get in tune with that as the context of our being, the doing that's going to come along with that, that's going to naturally arise. It's not going to be forced. It's not going to be leading us to burn out. We won't be fatigued or exhausted. We won't be dispirited. We're going to be in this state of constantly in spirit, inspired. It's going to, where I'm finding myself is, if I'm in that state, there is no off switch. I don't have to take breaks. I don't have to turn off. That's the place of power carrying me forward, rather than the place of force leading me to exhaustion. It's putting the being first and letting the doing naturally arise from it.